Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Let me spin that round. Hello there. How the devil are you? We're in the van at the Fox House because we're doing the Q&A tonight. It's the night before New Year's Eve. So as you watch this, it's New Year's Eve. So happy New Year.
And I'm working tomorrow.
She's working, so we're doing it tonight. But what we thought we'd do is I'm treating Helen, seeing as I took her present back and swapped it for Starling.
What do I get?
I'll get you something, don't worry.
All
I'll
right.
take you shopping.
Oh.
We'll get to that because there's some questions.
Like Pretty Woman.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Did we say something like that once? And you went, yeah, but you're not pretty.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that.
You did.
You said I feel like pretty. You were on outtakes. You said I feel like Pretty Woman.
I thought I'd heard it somewhere.
I said you don't look it.
Oh, that was
You're
it.
Pretty Woman. If Pretty Woman went to all charity shops, your legs hurt.
My legs. I went walking in the lakes with my brother day before yesterday. Went up 2 mountains, and I cannot walk downstairs properly now.
And I didn't go.
You wimped out, didn't you?
I were in Bridlington with my daughter.
Yeah. So, am I allowed to say your daughter?
Sure.
Can I say your daughter's name?
No.
Oh. So I did invite them, but it was a hard pass from them.
It was a hard pass. Yeah, I keep my daughter anonymous. I don't put her on channel or anything.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah. She's a little monkey.
Oh, she's lovely. She's just
She's
normal
amazing, yeah.
7-year-old.
And she's 7, going on 17, pouting, doing this all the time. Talking about her YouTube channel, what she hasn't even got. Like and subscribe. So,
what do they do? Hashtag.
She does all this because she's got an older sister, you see, so she copies her. So, you talk about influence and that you have on kids, but she had my phone the other day. We were at Mum and Dad's caravan, and then I was looking back a couple of days later, and she'd made a video, and she's like, "Hey, you guys, I'm just going to do a tour of the caravan. Don't forget to like and subscribe."
Was that what she was saying?
On her non-existent channel.
Don't say that.
She ain't got a channel, has she? She's not got
Well, I know.
Yeah, well,
You
I
have
don't
to
tell
play
her that.
along with
Yeah.
it.
She thinks if you make a video,
She
you
might see this.
She'll not see this. Anyway, so what we're doing, we're just going to go into, what's it called, Fox House. We used to come to the Fox House all the time.
The Fox House.
The breakfast was the best breakfast we'd ever had, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the meals are lovely. But the last 2 times we've been, it's been bloody rubbish.
Well, it's not been rubbish.
It's been crap.
No, it's not been crap.
Yeah, but it's gone from like a 9 out of 10 to a...
under par for what it normally is. You see, we've been spoiled.
Yeah. But because it's such a good park up, and I wanted to do the Q&A here, because...
And it's near me.
And it's near Helen. That was another reason why they're having to go to work in the morning. So we'll give it another chance, but this is the last chance I'm giving it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So I've booked us a table.
Because I think the cleanliness has gone downhill as well.
Well, we'll have a look. We'll take you with us, see what you think.
You never know.
It might just be brilliant now. Do you think it'll be busy? Who knows if it'll be busy. But anyway, so let's go and have a look in the Fox House. I just had a bit of an anxiety attack thinking I'd left van unlocked, so I've just run back. She couldn't wait for me. Oh, you're there?
Come on. I'm freezing.
I know it is a bit cold, isn't it? We've got music, so we'll just show food. Although what they've got for it. It's so cold tonight, we've got heating on full blast.
I've got a t-shirt on, hoodie on, gilet.
It soon gets toasty warm in here though, doesn't it?
It does, or should I say gillet?
You've got your gillet on.
Gillet on.
You need to get up in that corner so I can set this camera up.
I'm not taking anything off.
Well, you can keep your gillet on.
It's like I went and bought this designer dress from Visage.
Yeah, we're going to just do one long take. I hope it's not...
What are you going to do then?
What do you mean what we're going to do then? We're going to go to sleep. We're going to have a special cuddle.
Ow!
Oh, sorry. Are they so...
You hurt him!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
It's okay.
Right, I think we need to talk about the sort of elephant in the room first.
What's that?
That's that bloody meal. I'm not kidding. Let me get this. I don't want to look.
That's not the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
That was terrible.
I don't feel comfortable. Can you move, scooch around a bit? When I'm looking at myself there, I think I look fat, and I don't want to.
What, you mean you want to get a better angle for
I want
yourself?
the table to cover my belly up.
Cool, give over.
I do, just budge around. I've lost 22 pounds. We don't feel like... But I've just had that dinner. That dinner, right, so the story about...
I'll come round here then.
The story about the Fox house is that...
Early in our relationship,
we used to...
came, didn't we?
That noise. Well, then, we used to go to Fox house all the time.
Yeah, and it was lovely.
And it was fantastic.
And we had such an amazing breakfast experience twice, didn't we? It was like the best breakfast ever.
And it's just gone terrible.
It's gone.
It's not
bad.
cheap. It is not cheap. So we had the starters, the camembert to share. That were crap.
With honey and truffle, but I could not taste any honey.
Just stale bread.
And it was all a bit... Yeah, the bread was toasted on one side and not on the other.
It was almost farcical. And then they come out and she says, you ready to order? With no steak, with no pizza, and with no skewer. We were going to have these skewers with none of them.
Lamb.
So most of the stuff on menu they'd not got.
That was it. We've got no dough. So we can't make pizzas. And I thought, do you know when they brought out the mint sauce from Morrison's? I thought, get down to Morrison's. Do you know, like...
Oh, we're building up to that bit.
Buy some flour.
You don't know how to stretch a story out, you, do you?
Well, you can continue.
The food. I summed it up. She says, how were your food? And I went, it were average food, but not posh restaurant. I mean, it's not a posh restaurant, but
it was edible.
That was 70 quid. 70 pig in quid. That was a special treat for Ellen.
I could have done better.
That was supposed to be my treat to you.
Oh, thank you.
And it were rubbish. It was like you just getting an average pub, you know, like a Hungry Hippo or a Brewster's pub. And you'd pay 30 quid for, and we paid 70. And the pièce de résistance was when you asked for mint sauce and they fetched you a tin of bloody Morrison's mint sauce out. I'm going to leave a review. I never leave negative reviews, but...
It made my day. But I don't know about you lot, but do you know when they come and say, how is your food?
Well, I did that. I went,
I didn't really want to say in front of the other customers.
That's British, isn't it?
Well...
You want to go out with my mum?
Yes,
but... tells them.
Yeah, well, I do tell them, but I just didn't feel...
And she had a face like a slapped ass.
Oh, don't say that.
She did. I mean, she might have been having some bad stuff in her life.
She smiled at me.
Well, she probably just hated me. You know, I don't want to have a go because of that. But
however, the staff were very friendly.
The young ones were.
Yeah. Right.
This is going to be fairly long because we're doing this Q&A. It's New Year's Eve. I hope you're all happy.
It's not. It's the eve of New Year's Eve.
Not to them. It's not.
Oh, you
we're
mean
putting this out New Year's Eve.
Oh.
So it's actually New Year's Eve. Isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have to turn that heating down. It's getting a bit too hot, just bear with me.
I'm not comfortable here.
Right, so we're doing a Q&A. How do I get off here? That's still recording. It's been a bit of a slow day, so I've spent all day sorting my apps out into folders on my phone. Right. So we're going to do the questions from YouTube first. I'm not going to read, there's like literally hundreds of comments. So,
I don't know what these questions are.
Well,
do I?
Well, you're just going to have to wing it. But thank you so much for all the comments. I'm just reading the questions out there. So this is from... I can't read that. Troopers Travels the Roe Marsh. Hope you both have a great new year 2025. Can we have more van videos, as you must be the richest camper van bloke I know. All these holidays and expensive meals and ale, the originals are still the best. That's quite interesting, that, because, and I'm not saying this is you, but we do get a bit of stick, people, don't they? I do, for my rab coat.
But your mum bought it, yeah.
I know. So my mum bought me a rab coat, and honestly, I bet I've had 10 different troll messages. What's all laugh on that?
No, it just makes me laugh.
I've had 10 different troll messages about my rab coat. Oh, bloody hell, look at you with your rab coat on.
Yeah, why do people think that you're pleading poverty?
Because
people have said
18 months ago I was struggling financially, and I made a video about it, so people want me to struggle. I mean, I'm not loaded her up, but things are doing on the up, aren't they? We're doing a lot better with YouTube.
But you don't have all the bills to pay, do you?
But that's what people don't realise. I don't have bills apart from this van to pay for now, so I do now. So yeah. So this is from John Carr. All the best for the upcoming new year. Question, have you thought of visiting Istanbul? We were talking about that today, weren't we? Me and the wife go twice a year in March and then September. Cheap flights, blah blah blah. Lots of stuff. Yeah. And that's from John and Elaine. Right, I'm going to go to Turkey, aren't I? To get a turkey teeth.
A turkey tooth?
I've got a tooth. I lost a tooth. You'll have seen it. And I went to dentist in England. £4,500. £4,500 for one tooth. And
that's terrible.
I know people say don't go to turkey teeth, but I think they can't mess just one up. It's not like I'm having a full set, I'm just having one at back.
People have had these terrible gastric bypasses and stuff and died.
I don't know, I'm going to have like a bum implants as well. I've been offered, someday a company offered to pay me as well, a sponsorship deal to have a hair transplant.
But they didn't know it wasn't a hair transplant,
no, this is a new one. No, that was it? I got offered tattoos, because I talked about it on a video, and I got offered tattooed things. But now being offered a proper, again in Turkey. But I don't want a hair transplant.
My best friend's boyfriend went to Turkey and had a hair transplant.
Yeah, but I like being bald. Do you think I look better? I think deep down you want me to have hair, don't you?
I don't know.
Because whenever I say it, you say, oh, it's up to you, but I think deep down you want me to have hair.
I've no idea.
Yeah, but what if they
I want to run my fingers through it.
You can't do that. Yeah, but you can do that, can't you?
You're my first baldy.
How many have you had? You're my first baldy. Cheeky sod. So, yeah, I was going to go to Turkey and get my tooth done and do a vlog in Turkey. This is from...
Are you going to read every single message?
On it questions. Do you avoid doing a poo as much as possible and try and use park ups? Obviously, sometimes it's unavoidable. These are the burning issues.
Well, it's not good for you to do that, is it?
No, we've got a toilet now.
However, I think if there is another toilet to use, go and use it.
Yeah. So if you stay on a campsite or all like that, use toilets there. Because you've got to empty this all the time.
What was it like when you emptied it for the first time?
I've emptied it.
Was it bad?
How long we had this van? A month. Well, I've emptied it 4 times. Well, you've got to keep on top of it, haven't you?
Oh. You are! When you sat on the toilet. So, how do you know when it's full?
It's got a set, it tells you. It says, you're full of shit.
How does it know though?
I don't wait till the warning comes. It has got a sensor.
Where does it warn you?
It's a little light outside the toilet and it lights up if it's full. I'll keep on top of it and just get it empty.
I keep on top of it.
It's not as bad as you think, isn't it?
You keep on top of it every morning,
I know.
don't you?
Hello, this is from Stuart Tomlinson. Hi there, fellow town lad. Any chance you'll be making an honest woman of Hellybobs next year? So, this is the most reoccurring question. And we're going to be completely honest on all this. Right,
well, for a start, he's never asked me.
Well, so many people have asked when we're going to get married. Now, were it last year, so it was Helen's birthday, I was planning on proposing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, let me pause it. So we were just going to say about
because everyone keeps saying when you're getting married. Now, on her 50th birthday, and we went to Tenerife, and I was planning on proposing. I talked about it with my mum and dad and everything.
Did you?
We discussed this, and then you said...
I don't know if you've talked... I didn't know you talked to your mum and dad.
Yeah, I did. They thought it was a terrible idea. No, they did. Not her.
What did they say? What do you want to marry her for?
No, they thought it was a great idea because mum and dad absolutely love Helen.
I love them.
But then Helen said something about a week before. I don't know how we got onto the subject, but you said, people that propose on people's birthdays, I think that's...
Or Christmas. It's a cop-out.
So, like, brilliant. And we have talked about it, but we're not, like, in a rush.
Right, shall I tell you? Do you know when I first met you?
Yeah.
And I thought, we're going to, like, move in together. We're going to live in a house and live happily ever after. And I would have married you. But we don't live together. And I'm not marrying you if we don't live together.
Yeah, okay.
Right, they'll be saying, so are you married? Yeah. Where's your husband? I've no idea.
He's in
I don't
his
know.
van.
He lives in a van. That's embarrassing.
We're just not that...
No, we love each other and I would marry you.
Yeah, we've got a very close
If he won the lottery, I'd marry him tomorrow. No, you know that you are my soulmate and my life partner. And I don't want anyone else but you. And I would love to marry you.
All right. We've got lots of questions.
I'm not marrying you while we're not living together. It just doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
Plus, you've not asked me.
Well, you've missed that opportunity now.
Are you never going to ask me again?
And so, following on from that question, completely unrelated, from Quick Clips by JMJ, what editing suite do you use? I use Premiere Pro, but there's loads of free. If I was starting from scratch, I'd get DaVinci Resolve because that's free. Technical question, though. Premiere Pro's, it's all right. It's the sort of industry.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I pay. I got a really good deal, and I have the whole Adobe suite 'cause I do all the sound and the thumbnails. It's £33 a month. I pay for software, and that's on a good deal. It's more than that normally. So this is from Ricky Lee. Season's greetings, James and Helen. My question is about the new van, Elsie. How are you finding nighttime park-ups and not-so-stealth van? In a not-so-stealth van. Do you know what? It's not made any difference. In fact, part of me, I've parked in all my same places. I parked in one last night, which is one of my secret places, but it's just a big car park in the middle of Barnsley. It'll be busy now. Everybody will turn up, but yeah, I think the fact that you're in a motorhome, it don't matter, does it? People know you're inside. You've got all blinds on windows and everything. People know you're inside. It don't matter. Know what's happened.
It is so cosy.
Yeah, when you're in this van,
it's such a better environment.
You could be anywhere, couldn't you?
Yeah, you are a lot happier, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just a generally happy person.
And we were just saying when we got in the van, if we were in the old van, the only thing that there is to do is lie down.
We'd just be like... Yeah.
Right, which is sometimes good.
Yeah. But it weren't good for doing content and doing videos, were it?
Well, just having a sit down and a
it's
chat
nice and having a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Because, you know, if I lie down and close my eyes, I'm asleep.
Kathy Siddle, any ideas of going up to Northumberland in 2025? And are you planning on a trip to Spain in Elsie? We did Northumberland. It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, I want to go back.
Yeah, we need to go back. And Spain, absolutely 100%.
I want to go to Santander in northern Spain.
We're going to do the ferry. So we're going to drive through France, but we're going to do the ferry to Santander.
Yeah.
And then we'll drive down to Seville. And we never got to Cadiz. We wanted to go there. I'm one of them people that once I find something I like, I tend to stick at it and do the same thing. I know it's a bit boring, but... And then Cornwall 9 has put, when are you off to Benidorm next? And would you recommend setting up a YouTube channel when I retire in 3 years? And then somebody's replied to that and they put, why not set it up ASAP and you can learn the ropes? And it's a lot of fun. And I agree with that. Yeah, just do it. Because YouTube is the best thing I've ever done. Along with moving into my van.
And meeting me.
Yeah, and that. That's about third.
I've helped you. I don't think you would have been on YouTube if it wasn't for me.
No. I mean, YouTube has completely changed my life. And if YouTube sort of disappeared tomorrow, I think I would...
What would you do?
I'd be in a deep depression.
You'd have to get a proper job.
I can't do proper jobs. I don't know, you know. Terrible to think of it. So I'd recommend doing a YouTube channel. And we started it just so we could watch your own videos. You know, as you get in a catalogue. And it's good to just watch yourself and say, oh, do you remember that? Because as you're getting old, memory's not so good.
My memory's terrible.
And you can watch stuff.
I can only remember it if we videoed it.
Somebody's put here, how much was the van? I can't say that. Love your content, by the way. Yeah, I don't want to talk about how much it was. I got a really good deal. I got a good deal.
Sorry, I've just cleared my throat.
And I'm sort of paying it off. It's like rent now, in a way. And my old van, I've still got that. I'm going to be raffling that off, but I'm getting a load of work done on it in New Year. In next few days, actually. Getting a load of work done, then I can raffle it off, because that's going to go towards this as well.
Can I just comment?
Yeah.
Some people have said, raffle it off, give the money to charity. The van wasn't free in the first place, you know what I mean?
We do a lot.
He didn't get given it.
We do quite... I hate stuff like this.
Talking about money?
Well, I hate talking about money, and we shouldn't have to, really, because a lot of people... I'll tell you what we always joke about when people... You tell them you're on YouTube, first thing they always say is, how much do you earn?
It's rude.
I know, I don't know if it's true. A lot of people are just interested in it. But, you know, obviously this van weren't cheap. I saved up a lot of money, and I've been saving a long time.
And then that other van, you had to buy that, didn't you?
And I bought that van, and I'm about to finance. I put a big deposit down, and I'm about to finance it. But that's just like, I see that as my rent. I'm just trying to get it paid off as quick as possible. It's a lot less than rent, by the way. But then when I raffle off that van, I'm just gonna take that lump and pay that off this. And I plan to keep this for 2 years and then change it up, get something different, maybe. Or buy a caravan in Spain. Hola from sunny South Wales. Would you ever live on a narrowboat? This is from, how do you say that? Geraint, Welsh name. Geraint. Is that Geraint? Come on, you're good at stuff like that. It's from some Welsh bloke. And it says, would you ever live on a narrowboat? Well, that's what I might do. But it's a bit more restrictive, isn't it, on a narrowboat? You can't take it down to Spain, can you? Well, you could. You could, but...
Can you imagine? You'd be crossing the English Channel, wouldn't you?
This is a long one. Oh, right, yeah. So what he's saying is, I hate to mention this, but I saw another video about this couple who are living in a van like yourselves. But one of their subscribers were told them that they may be caught out by these new green targets. There's this thing going round, and it's like a conspiracy theory that somehow motorhomes are going to get banned. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. Don't worry about it. They're not. It's a massive £1 billion industry. They're not suddenly banned. They might be.
Why are they going to ban them? Because they use up a lot of fuel.
Because of the green thing. All that'll happen is they were saying by 2030 every vehicle's got, I think it's 2030, every vehicle's got to be electric. But that'll probably change, to be honest. When economy starts tanking, they'll start thinking,
what, in 5 years' time?
Yeah, it'll change. So basically, like the people that we got Consort, we got this van from, they buy the base vans in. The only difference is the base vans that they get in will be electric. But these vans will not have to scrap as vans. Yeah, they will. Everything's more expensive.
They'll be putting a toll on you, won't they?
Yeah. Oh, they'll try and get all this green stuff. It's all to get more money out of you. Politics. Ange Roper. It's Ange. We love Ange. Don't we? Hi. Ange comments on every video, so hi.
Hi, Ange.
Hi, James and Helen. We had a great Christmas in Scarborough. Question: have you ever been scared in the van? And if you and Ellen got married, would you still live in your camper? No, she wouldn't do that, would you?
I can't.
Well, you can't. She's got 2 kids. She's got 2 big kids.
The only reason, if both my children left home, I might live in a camper van, yes.
When we eventually get a house together.
I've got a job, a proper job, and I have to do that job to support myself and my children.
Helen's got a very responsible job, as you all know, and I always say I'd love her to.
Well, I've got responsibilities.
She's got responsibilities, and she's got a good job. It's not the sort of job that you can just say, "Oh, I'm going to pack it in," and do you know what I mean?
Well, I could.
Yeah, but you worked your arse off to get to where you've been. You've got all your pension and everything. You've got a very responsible job. You're not going to just pack it in, are you?
Well, it's my career, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did work extremely hard.
And it's so frustrating because I wish you could, but then we could just travel around. But then I've got my daughter. Do you know what I mean? We couldn't just go off.
One day I might retire.
You might do. And hopefully we'll still be doing YouTube. She also said, have you ever been scared in van? I've never been. No? Have you ever been scared in van? No. I had an experience when?
Next to that graveyard in Castleton.
I did one. I went to that place, roughish town in England. I can't remember what it's called. And I was going to make a video out of it, but then I got scared and left, so it weren't much of a video.
What was it called, that place? And where was it?
It was near Clacton. What's that place near Clacton? Is it poorest town in England or something? Everybody's done videos on it. Have you ever thought of taking your van abroad?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to be doing that this year. That's from the Spotless Bride. Facebook. If you're not following us on Facebook, By the Curb. Go on Facebook, type in By the Curb and follow us, because it's good on Facebook. We're building that up. We're putting loads of stuff on there. So, Jill Robinson. Hi, James and Helen. My husband and I love watching your videos. They love Whitby, Sandsend and Robin Hood's Bay. Have you made any New Year's resolutions? And what do you miss most about living in a house? Well, I was telling Helen earlier that I've made 2 New Year's resolutions. I'll give this some thought. My first one is to start a petition. A petition?
A petition.
My first one is to start a petition to have, you know, them noisy exhausts on cars. I hate them. But I'm going to start a petition and say that they should all be replaced by kazoos. I think that would be quite funny, because then, you know, you get these young kids driving them, they won't want to do that then, would they? Do you agree that's a good idea?
Yeah.
It's not very funny, that, is it?
Do you know a kazoo?
Yeah, that's a funny sound, isn't it?
Do you know a kazoo, though? You don't blow it, do you? You actually make the sound, don't you?
And on that bombshell.
It's not like you blow it and noise comes out of it.
You know a kazoo? Do you make the sound yourself, or do you just blow it?
You make the sound yourself. You don't just blow it.
I'm trying to do it. I'm mimicking.
You go like... Right, you don't even need a kazoo.
Oh, I'll tell you what we'd do. On the exhaust, I'd have one of them party things, you know, that you blow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Them things goes wrong.
A trombone.
So then all these young lads, they wouldn't drive that then.
What do they call those things that you blow?
I don't bloody know. They're like unravelled. They're like a lizard's tongue.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
They've got a name. I can't remember.
And my other New Year's revolution is I'd like to teach a bee to hum a tune.
Which tune?
I don't know. It'd be good, wouldn't it? If you could train bees to hum tunes, then, like, you know, when people are having picnics, it'd just be really nice.
Oh, that's really cute.
They could do, like, lovely songs from Sound of Music and stuff like that.
I saw a video about a bee.
Did you?
Yeah, that this woman rescued, and it was her pet. And it, like...
No, she thought the bee was her pet. The bee weren't having none of that.
No, the bee was following her. Because he was that grateful.
It might have been a mental bee. It was trying to sting her. That's what it was trying to do. I've been followed by loads of wasps in my time. Angie Buxton, for New Year's Eve, you should buy a selection of dark brews, Guinness, Mackerson, flavoured porters, flavoured stouts. Get Helly Bobs to do a taste test, and she can identify them. You like your dessert stouts, don't you?
Yeah, I'll drink those though as well.
Honest to God, the stick where you get for, oh, you're drinking. And it used to wind us up.
Cheers!
Cheers. What some people need to realise is we do say 2 videos a week or 1 video a week sometimes, and we'll be drinking. We're not drinking every bloody night, are we?
No.
Or are we?
Because I'm working.
I know,
I can't drink every night.
you're drinking. It just seems to really exercise some people, and people feel like they need to tell us that they're sober. And you know what? Fair play to you, and that good on you. But I don't know why you feel like you need to tell us as if you're this random bloke sober, so we should be.
It makes us bad people.
We're not bad people. We like a drink, but we love pubs. I was even going to start a pub channel. I've had ideas for a pub channel because I think pubs are the history and everything that you get in pubs.
Yeah, and you meet people.
In fact, my sister's got me a book for Christmas. Becky. She's got me a book on all the history of the pubs in Sheffield, and there's some right history. So we do love pubs, and we like a drink. We're not raving alcoholics, are we? We've had a pint in there, and now we're having a bottle of wine. It's not end of the world. Calm your jets. Dawn Melvin Laycock has put, does thou know what a deedar is?
Yes. It's a Sheffield person. It's me.
You're a deedar, aren't you?
Deedar,
She's
yeah.
a deedar. And the way that's... So, people from Barnsley call Sheffield as deedars.
Because we say, oi, D.
It's not that pronounced though, is it?
It's like...
It's very subtle. Like a D. There's a D in the sound, and that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
So that's a deedar. Michelle Craigs has put, Helen's presence, you could spend a few days letting her go in every charity shop she wants on your next trip away.
Yes.
And buy everything. It's never going to happen.
What's that lady called?
Michelle.
Thanks, Michelle!
And you can let her buy whatever she wants without moaning. It's never going to happen.
Do you know what one of my ideas was early on for a video was that we're both given £10 and we have to go shopping for each other in charity shops. And then we have to wear the clothes on a night out.
Stupid idea, that.
It's not. I think it's great. So, we'll put a little poll in the comments so everyone vote.
We won't. Don't tell me to put polls in. It's me that does all admin.
Well, I want you to do that.
I'm not doing it.
Can you please?
I'm not letting you dress me in a charity shop.
Oh, come on.
No, because you're insane.
Yeah, but you're doing it to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you know what happened to my brother once?
Well,
so my brother was in the army and there was a leaving do. And I think they were all meeting somewhere. I don't know if it was in Wales somewhere, Swansea or somewhere, I don't know. And they said, oh yeah, it's fancy dress. So they all turned up and he was the only one in fancy dress.
Right.
Hilarious.
I'm going to have to... this is going to be the longest... it's going to be the longest video in the world, so... loads of questions about people when you're going to make an honest woman of Helen. Helen could never be an honest woman.
Already.
Martin Trent has put, if you could only park in one place for a whole year, of all my places I've parked, where would it be? Do you know, this
Benidorm.
We've never parked up though at Benidorm, but this is one of my favourite park ups, and it's such a shame
that the pub's gone downhill.
Pub's crap. But there's a bit of land at top, and this is actually council land, so you can park it. I don't know if they say, oh, you can park, but everybody parks it. It's great. And it's just lovely and quiet.
You can park here?
Yeah, but I don't think they explicitly say it's, you know what I mean? It's just a bit of land. They'll clamp down on it. They'll probably put bloody barriers up at some point. But also, my other one is Saltburn by the Sea. There's a fantastic park up there.
Oh, I've not been.
You've never done that one?
No.
I've done that loads.
Do you know where I liked?
Where?
Was near Margate.
Oh, Margate were really
Do you know when
good.
I started to feel really ill and I had to jump out the van and walk up that path and
Where we had food poisoning.
puke in some bushes?
Yeah.
I mean, I've not got very happy memories, but it was good the evening before.
What were it called, that park up at Margate?
And there was that pub.
Were it St Anne's or something?
And there was, I don't know, and there was that pub and there was that girl singing in that pub.
It were a good park up that. It's just north of Margate and it's on front and there's a pub next to it.
And you looked out through the windscreen and there was the sea.
If you want to know what it is,
lovely.
Just message me and I'll look it up. I think it might be
I really loved that one. Because you could walk it into Margate. We walked back, didn't we, from Margate?
It was fantastic, yeah.
To that. One. Yeah, but then we were really
The only problem about that is we're in Margate. Are you kidding? Lisa Clark, have you ever considered getting a pooch? Oh, I'd love that, but you've just got to be sensible, haven't you?
Yeah, it's
too
dogs. Much of a commitment.
We really love dogs.
Isn't it?
It's too much of a commitment.
It limits you, doesn't it?
And you can't go vlogging. You can't. So many places you can't go in with dog.
Yeah.
And like, you know, bobbing down to Spain and stuff all like that. I know you can do it, but it's just a bit of a...
Yeah, and if we had a dog, it'd have to be a decent size because I want to take it walking. I can't have a tiny dog. I'd need like
a golden retriever.
Yeah, or a collie or something.
Yeah.
I mean, a collie would fit in this van, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's just... It'd smell like wet dog. Linda Edmonds, where do you empty the toilet? That's not the word she's used.
What did she say?
It rhymes with hitter. Linda! Where do you empty the...
I like Linda.
And where does the wastewater drain out? Love your new van. So, you just assume that everybody knows how these things work, but I will do a video about it. It's what they call a cassette toilet. And at the side of the van, there's a door, and you open the door, and you pull the cassette out. And everything's all clean and hidden away.
How does it, close then?
And I'll do a video on it at some point, and you just empty it. There's places at campsites, so you can empty it down a toilet.
I need to know how to do it.
And it's got chemicals in. So you know all the, number 2s and everything that's in, it just comes out like...
Does it just break it down?
Yeah, it comes out like a really thick blue...
Like slurry?
Yeah, and because it's blue, it's not
offensive.
It's not offensive.
It's like those sanitary towel adverts, you know, when they pour on the water, it's always blue, isn't it?
I mean, it's not best job it will, but it's not it's not gross. And then so that's what you call your black water, and then you've got your grey water, which is stuff that's from shower.
I thought you said it was blue water.
It is blue, yeah, but they call it black water. And then you've got your water from the sink when you wash pots and from shower and when you wash your hands and that. And there's just a tap under the van. So what you do, I just find a grate and I park off at grate and turn tap on like this.
Are you allowed to do that?
I don't care, it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. It's only from washing pots.
Is it to go into the sewage system?
I'm sure somebody will have an issue with it, but... Oh, it's gone right back up. Oh.
Linda and the SHI-double-T... Yeah.
Chris has put, now that you're in a bigger van, have your parking costs risen? And is it more cheaper and more welcome in Spain? We've not done van life in Spain yet, but we're looking forward to doing it. And the prices haven't risen really, because I just do free park ups or pub park ups. So I've not really done any campsites yet, but I will be doing quite a few of them. Denise has put, do you have plans to return to the USA? Lake Tahoe has beautiful hikes. How much did we love Texas?
Yeah, I loved it.
And I can't remember your name, but there'll be somebody watching this that they booked a trip to Texas after watching our videos, and I said, we are so... I'd go back. I'd go tomorrow.
I would.
Love it.
I loved it.
We love America, don't we?
Yeah.
The only thing is, when you do videos, that's something that we wanted to do. They didn't get quite as many views as what we thought they would, did they?
No, but we had a good time.
We had a great time. Absolutely love Texas. We'd like to go to Arizona, wouldn't we?
I'd like to do it all.
Yeah, let's just do it all. So, they've watched us from Mark and Lisa in Northerners on Tour. Have we sold our home?
Mark and Lisa!
You don't live at... I hope you don't mind me asking, only... Have you sold your home? Do you... Sorry, I don't get that. Do you pay council tax and water rates? No, our in a rented... So Helen lives in a Helen's normal, and she lives in a normal house, don't you? And with all the bills and everything. I was in a rental house, although I did used to own houses. Not houses, but I've bought houses in the past. But when I was in a rental before I moved to van life, and it was just a case of the rent just kept going up and up and up and up, and that's what made me do van life. So obviously I don't pay any council tax. You've got your outgoings, haven't you? And I do. That's another thing. Some people moan, oh, you're not paying tax and stuff. Well, I am actually, because my YouTube channel is a company. I do it as a business. I have an accountant, and I pay all my taxes and everything like that. So there you go. Wanting to see more haunted pubs and more haunted houses. I said I was going to do some more of them, didn't I?
You want to get me down to that place, don't you?
Yeah, we're going to the Ancient Ramin at some point. We're trying to sort that out. We've been trying to sort it out for about a year. Lisa Gelder. Hiya, Lisa. Lisa comments quite a lot. And because she lives in Lancaster, and she keeps saying, when you come into Lancaster, because she's going to take us around and show us sites. And because we actually went, didn't we? We drove all the way to Lancaster to film a vlog.
But it was putting it down, wasn't it?
It was terrible, weren't it? The weather. It was like a storm. So we went up to Morecambe, and that weren't much better.
My cousin lives in Lancaster. In fact, I drove past
we need
before yesterday.
To do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do that, Lisa. I don't know when. It's just Amanda Woodward. She's recently started watching hers, and her question is, have you thought of a meetup with subscribers? And that's from Mandy and Steve from Liverpool. We get asked that a lot, don't we? And it's just me, I think, that's got an issue with that. And it's not that I don't...
We don't mind at all. It's we love meeting people.
We see people all the time.
But do you know, like an arranged thing? Oh, I don't know. It'd like scare me a bit.
It scares me. I think because I get a bit anxious, don't I? You know, in a crowd of people, and I think I've just got this vision of like meeting a group of subscribers and everybody like, I don't know. It just freaks me out a little bit, the idea of it. But we see them all, we see subscribers all the time, don't we? When we're just out and about, and I love chatting to people and stuff like that. And we've seen them in pubs and had a drink and everything. It's just the idea of a large group of people. And here's me assuming it would be a large group.
And it might be one person.
But yeah, that's, I don't know, I just don't, yeah.
I don't know, it's just not our thing, is it?
Mark Craig Richards has put, been a fan for a long time, will you come out for a pint with us in Barnsley? Me and my missus. Yeah, we'd do that. I normally go down, about once a month I'll go down Barnsley on a Thursday night with my mates. I love Barnsley. It's a good night out. Kay Williams, her question is, any plans on touring Costa Blanca, Spain basically? Yeah, we're going to be doing Spain, aren't we, babes?
I've got 2 weeks off in May.
And that's when we'll do it then?
Yeah.
So we'll wait till May and do it then?
Yeah.
Oh, we could go back to Texas.
I'd like that, but I think we should see somewhere else.
Chris Morris, you've been to Halifax and places close to Bradford, but I've yet to see you enter Bradford, as it's the city of culture in 2025. Will we expect to visit? Lots of places to see and lots of things to do and avoid. I used to live in a place called Farsley, next to Pudsey, right on border of Bradford. I used to be to Bradford quite a lot. I'm not a massive fan of Bradford, and I don't want to disrespect anybody or like that, because there's lots of lovely people that live there. But I'm going to go and do it. But the other thing is, I know there's some great curry houses there. The other thing is, I really disagree with that.
Airs free.
I got fined.
That's why you've avoided it, because in the other van,
I couldn't go in.
You got done, didn't you?
Clean. And the Bradford clean air zone, it's like massive. I just think it's a money-making scheme. I'll go to Bradford. I know I need to go, especially if it would be city capital or culture or whatever it is. Right, Karen, Jane, love the channel, stumbling across it, blah de blah. My question is, if I'm not too late, what is the most unusual, unexpected place you've each been recognised by a subscriber? We were just on about that.
In the toilets.
Have you? When?
Right, I was doing a work thing, some training at a training centre, and I went to the toilet to wash my hands, and a woman came out of the toilet. She was washing her hands, and she said, "I watch you on YouTube."
Do you want a Kit Kat?
Oh yes, please.
I want to get. It's going to have a Kit Kat break. Right, we're back in the room. Right, Kit Kats are out.
Oh, it's orange.
Yeah, Kit Kat orange, love. We're not messing about. So I've not been recognised in any unusual places. It's always Morrison's or Asda. But do you remember when we went to Benidorm for fancy dress?
Yeah.
That were insane, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was just as if like every subscriber to buy the curb had descended onto Benidorm that day. And you got to be honest, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? When you're walking down and people are like, oh, you feel like right popular.
Yeah.
That looked great.
It was brilliant. I've been recognised in the hospital.
But when you've been working?